Hello all, welcome back to my channel. This is Future Bree with another video. In this video, I am going to be doing some red and black nails. You can see right there, I did swatches of all of the red acrylics that I have, and I chose this one from the bunch. I'm also going to be using some nail rivets here. They are black butterflies as well as silver butterflies. I'm starting off this set with a coat of clear acrylic on all of my nails. This is one of the few times where you're not going to see me with a base coat on my nails because I intended to wear these nails. I wore these nails for about a week. I thought that they were very, very pretty. Guys, it's spooky season. So these nails, I wanted them to be a little bit spooky without actually being Halloween nails. I think I accomplished it with this set. What you see me doing here first is laying down a nail bed for a French tip. I've done a video recently about how I like to do my French tips. I don't know if it's out by now or not, but this is how I like doing my French tip. I like to lay down the nail bed and sculpt it out with my brush. Sometimes I go in and I will file the nail bed to make it look a little bit more crisp. In this case, I don't think I do. Below the nail bed, I'm going to be going in with a vertical ombre of both red and black. And then in the center, I'm going to be putting in some silver foil. I haven't showed you the foil as of yet, but silver foil is going to fill out that French tip. This nail right here that I'm working on is a black nail, beautiful black. This black acrylic is very, very, very dark, and a little goes a long way. I think this is one of the black acrylics that I can probably split and add some clear to and make it last even longer, because as you can see there, I'm picking up pretty small beads and there's a lot of pigment left in the brush. This, from what I understand, can happen with a lot of very pigmented colors. Make sure you're working with a clean brush because that pigment will get in there and it will stay in there, and you won't be able to do any other nail colors with this brush on this set if you don't keep it clean. So with this one, I had to make sure that I kept it clean because obviously I did not want the red turning black. That nail that I did was fully black. I'm gonna go in later and put a few dots of red. You're not going to really be able to see it, but I think it adds a little dimension. Here on this middle nail, I'm doing another little ombre. This is going to be like a side ombre, and I'm going to go in and put some of the silver rivets on that nail whenever the time comes. This pinky nail is going to be all red, but whenever I go in with the silver foil, I'm going to do a full ombre up the nail, and I think I put a nail rivet on this nail as well. This red that I'm working with, it's a very pretty shade. It's not that vibrant, but it's still like really good. It's not a ruby red, it's not a scarlet red. I don't know really what to call this red shade, but it's a good one if you're looking for some spooky season type nails. All right, there are the foils that I'm going to be using. I'm just going to put them on a few of the nails. As you see, I'm doing the silver foil ombre up the nail at this moment. And then I go in with these silver rivets. As you can see, the acrylic on my pinky is still wet. That made it very easy for me to push the rivets on into the nail so that I didn't have to use any other type of adhesive to apply it. And then here I am doing some more foil on that middle nail. You're gonna see me, I think, mess up here. I'm gonna start putting the rivets on this nail, and then I realized that's not what I was supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be just putting a little red acrylic drops here. So I'm gonna knock those ribbons off and try again. So what I could have done to make this red pop a little bit more is use gel polish instead of using acrylic. The idea was kind of that it would look a little bit like blood, but that's kind of gory for me. So I didn't use the gel polish. I used acrylic. Acrylic made it so that it was a lot darker whenever I go to encapsulate it. I think that made it more subtle for me so that it didn't look so gory. But again, these are spooky nails and I wanted to commit, so there are a few droplets of my little makeshift blood in there. Next, moving back over to that middle nail, I'm going to work on the side ombre that I told you about earlier. I laid some red down on the nail bed and I'm blending that into the black that has now dried definitely a lot. And I think the ombre came out really, really pretty. I'm going to put some rivets on this nail to add a little bit more depth and dimension to them. All of these nails will be encapsulated. Of course, I'm doing my signature kitchen sink nails. Everything but the kitchen sink in these nails. I gotta do it. My nails just can't be plain. They have to have a lot going on. I hope you like them. And I hope other people like kitchen sink nails as well, because who wants to be plain? Now I'm going to go back over to the pointer nail and start working on that vertical ombre. As you can see, I was just feeling the ombre as I was doing these nails. We have a side ombre, we have a vertical ombre. I used the foil to kind of ombre up the nails. I really like that for this set. This nail, this first nail, I think ended up being my favorite. You're not going to really see the ombre at the end because I do cover the middle of the nail with foil, but that foil really does pop. Silver goes great with black and red, and I think that definitely comes through in this nail set. When it comes to spooky season, I'm just in love. I love spooky season. I like it in kind of like a childish way. I don't like blood and gore, and I don't really want to be scared, but I love fall colors. I love a lot of children's movies that are centered around Halloween, and I like movies that are kind of dark in nature, but they can't be too serious, and please do not scare me because I will not be able to sleep at night. As the season continues, I'm going to do more nails that I think are appropriate. I think they're really great for Halloween, but I would love to know how other people come up with the color combinations that they like to use on their nails. Red and black are pretty classic, and I think the silver really, really pops on the two colors. These nails came out beautifully, exactly what I wanted. During spooky season, you see a lot of oranges, you see a lot of browns, you see a lot of blacks. But what are some off the beaten path color combinations that you feel really exemplifies spooky season and what we have going on now? I would love to hear from others. Continuing on with this set, I am doing the thumbnail now. I'm sorry that a good portion of this set was out of frame. I'm gonna try to work on that going forward, because clearly I set up my nail fee diamond in the wrong place. I need to be over a little bit more to get this done, but we're working on the thumbnail. I'm going to be using negative space in this nail. The top and the bottom are black. The center is going to remain clear. I'm going to outline where the clear is going to be with some foil, and then in the center of the clear there is going to be a butterfly. These butterflies in silver on top of this black look kind of creepy, and I love that for me. And I think going forward, you're going to notice that this is one of my favorite designs to do. I love doing a color at the top and the bottom in this diagonal, outlining it in foil, and then doing something different in the middle. I don't know what it is about it, but I like it, and I think you're going to notice it on the next few sets that I do. Don't get mad at me because I'm doing a lot of the same thing, but I enjoy it, and I think you can tell. Also, during the recording portion of this video, I think you're gonna notice that I chip a little portion of this nail as I'm filing, and that is because I made this nail too thin, and as I was filing, I filed off a little bit of the color. I do go in and fix that, but I wanted to mention it because as you're watching me apply the acrylic and the foils here, you can see that there is a spot that's missing a little black there in the corner. I am going to end up going in and fixing that, but you're going to notice how that comes to bite me as I'm filing later on in the video. Did I mention that I'm sorry for being out of frame in this? Because it also looks like a good portion of this video is not in focus. I'm sorry about that as well. I'll work on that going forward. And now for one of my favorite portions of applying acrylic, encapsulating. I'm going to go over all of these nails with some clear acrylic. I hope you enjoy this part as much as I do. I really like the process of like applying clear acrylic. I love watching the bead drop off of my brush and then being able to smooth it down the nail. I don't know what it is, but it's oddly satisfying. I hope you find it as satisfying as I do. All right, here are the nails completely encapsulated. I hope you liked watching me laying that acrylic to encapsulate. I really enjoyed that part. I know it was a lot, but I was a little mesmerized. I really enjoyed watching that. Now I have filed the nails as well as buffed the nails. I'm going in with a little nail swipe, and this is my first kind of reveal to myself of what these nails are going to look like. I love them. Make sure you're always using a clean buffer, because if it's not new, then it will not do the best it can do in getting those scratches out of the nails, and you will be able to see it through the top coat. So I mentioned that because on a couple of the nails I could see some scratches through the top coat, which means that I did not buff these nails well enough. It's okay, they still turned out cute. I still enjoy them, I still like them. Again, here's a negative space nail that I did on my non-dominant hand. I'm sorry, that I did on my dominant hand with my non-dominant hand. I did not show me doing this side because it's really hard doing that hand. I didn't want you to have to watch me struggle. But I hope you enjoyed this nail set. If you have any tips for me, please leave them down below. I really enjoy recording videos and sharing what I like about nails with others. I hope you enjoy my videos. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.